Sekeres and Price. And we've rescheduled S versus P for here on the Monday. I was away Friday, and of course, P versus P doesn't work.
No, it doesn't have the
Same.
je ne sais quoi. Yeah.
Plus, you wouldn't want to put your unbeaten streak on line against Jeff.
Well, that's just a friendly. I mean,
Just a friendly.
doesn't count.
For the record, I don't view this segment as friendly.
No, not when you're here. No.
Very competitive.
Yeah.
Want to win. And have yet to do so here. Through 5 weeks. Did get off the winless run, though. Got a tie last week or 2 weeks ago. Today's question, we are asking you, should the Canucks draft best player available or for organizational need? Of course, we mean in the first round here. I will be arguing on behalf of best player available. Blake will be arguing on behalf of organizational need. 2 minutes per argument. Mediator Grady Sass presiding, and let's hope he's a little more neutral than the last time out. And a reminder to everybody who's going to vote here that we are asking you to vote on who made the better argument, not on what your preconceived beliefs are on the question.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's like American Idol.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the performance.
Right.
Yeah.
And performance is an appropriate word here. All right. Who's going first?
I'll go first.
Oh, he wants to go first now. Okay.
Ready
Anchor
to rock.
leg's easier, right? So I'm I'm giving you the handicap here. So
Yeah, I don't know, though. I think sometimes making the case first is strategic. But
okay.
Go ahead.
All right.
I've gone first enough this year.
all right.
All right, Blake.
Yep.
In 3, 2, 1, you have 2 minutes starting now.
There's one rule and one rule only at the entry draft, right? Best player available. Absolutely. Except when you don't. Except when it's a draft so deep and so special that it's attracting comparisons to some of the 2 or 3 best drafts since the turn of the century. Except when you're an organization not only thick with wingers at the NHL level, but of the few prospects that you do have in your system that look promising, those 2 are winger heavy. Think Höglander, Podkolzin, Lekaramaki, Klimovich, Carlson, and McDonough. Those are their best prospects. All wingers. The Canucks have 2 centers of note in their organization. Atu Ratu, who's on his second NHL team already, and Max Sasson, an older college free agent who will be 23 in camp and have about 1 year to show if he's got it or not. And then on D, a group of not long shots, but medium shots at best. Johansson, Pettersson, Hirose are interesting, but not blue chips by anyone's definition. A reminder here, for those scared of an Ole Uelevi moment, this is pick number 11, not 5th, as Uelevi was. At 5, you have hopes of a very special player. A winger chosen at 5 would have high pedigree. That was a BPA situation. At 11, the field is far more open. The Canucks will have options. The defensemen are not a priority at this draft. It's conceivable they'll get a shot at the second best defenseman available. There are centers aplenty too. And all the while, likely not ignoring any obvious wingers that are expected to be generational players. This is the time to be choosy. Get a new number 1 prospect at center or a new number 1 prospect on the blue line. The time is now. Oh, God, that was good.
In the nick of time, 5 seconds to spare.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me just pull up the timer here.
You need some help with that?
Oh, I entered in my own passcode.
Technical
not the work
difficulties.
passcode. Yes. All right, Matt.
You going to be okay to preside here?
I think so.
His robes are in knots.
I was going to say, guy can't even figure out a timer.
All right, Matt. Enough of you. Let's go. In 3, 2, 1.
All studies, model, statistical data point to best player available. As Blake conceded right off the top of his argument. One rule only. Best player available. The Canucks are not so flush yet at winger that they can scoff at one when he's the top-ranked player on their board. The organizational needs may well change between now and when this player is NHL ready in a couple of years. Besser, Garland, heck, even Podkolzin and Höglander could well be elsewhere or have flamed out by the time this pick is ready to play in the NHL. Of course, you can always trade this winger to fill organizational need down the road. That's why people subscribe to Best Player Available. Look, I prefer centerman and defense, but you don't want to dilute your talent pool by drafting for need. And drafting for need does do that. At its essence, it says we are giving up the best player available because we want to fill this specific need with no guarantees, of course, that the player is going to be good enough to fill those specific needs. Besides, Zach Benson may well be available at number 11. He's a local player who outscored as a U18, get this list, Matthew Savoy, Dylan Cousins, Evander Kane, Braden Shen, Sam Reinhart, Jordan Eberle, Matt Barzal, and Connor Geekie, Peyton Krebs. Only Connor Bedard has more points as a U18 in the last 5 years in the Dub than Zach Benson. And here's the thing, he might be able to play center as well. Look, if you want to elevate defenseman centers, particularly the righties up the draft board, so be it. But you can do that and get the best of both worlds, best player of it available. And if you think there's a clear difference in your rating and it says take the winger, then take the winger and feel secure that you got the best player.
Well, he came back around to drafting a centerman and a defenseman there in your argument. So thanks for that.
Well, I know. I
appreciate it.
You conceded. One rule only. All right, now it's up to you folks to vote. And if you are consuming this on YouTube, we ask you to like, comment, subscribe, and of course, vote. We'll report the results. When are we reporting results? Later this week?
I think on draft day when we have some.
Really?
Yeah.
That soon?
Yeah.
All right. We'll report the results Wednesday, Thursday this week.
It's happy hour on Sekeres and Price. Today's beer of the day from Yellow Dog is the Retriever Golden Ale.